From Linder Regional Airport in Lakeland, Florida, this is AOBA Live at Sun and Fun, brought to you by United Technologies.
Welcome back to the AOBA Live stage. Great air show going on this week, throughout the week, and coming up today and tomorrow is a new air show act called Heavy Metal Jet. The Heavy Metal Jet team has 5 L-39 jets and is the only civilian jet team with that many airplanes, at least, out on the airshow circuit today. And we're glad to have with us today Jared Rook Isaacman and Sean Stroker Gustafson from the team. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
So, L-39s. How'd you end up with L-39s? With all the other unusual airplanes that are out there, that's certainly among the more unusual ones.
Well, they caught us when we were trying to steal the F-16s from the Air Force Base. That would have been great. But they're actually really an awesome aircraft for what we're trying to accomplish. They made 6,000 of them. They're super simple from a design perspective. So, we don't need 5 or 6 maintainers for each aircraft. So they're super reliable. There's a wealth of resources available out there for, keeping them going properly, and a lot of parts. And it's really come together and work as a great aircraft for us.
Yeah, we've got a little video rolling here. Tell us about the L-39. Some people may not be that familiar with it.
Well, the L-39 is a Czechoslovakian made aircraft. It was the primary trainer for the USSR during the Cold War, and it's actually still used today. Like I said, they made over 6,000 of them. It's similar to, I guess, what the Air Force uses with the T-38, although it doesn't have the afterburners or some of the performance characteristics, but they used it in a very similar capacity. It's a positive 8G, negative 4G aircraft, so it really can, take a turn really nicely. And, it has so many great flying characteristics other than maybe it's just a little underpowered, but I'm sure everybody would say the same thing.
So, how did you get hooked up together as a team, and who's behind the show?
I had 2 L-39s, and Jerry Jive Kirby, who's our flight lead, and I were flying a lot. He was my instructor. He taught me how to fly formation, and we were flying a ton together, and we realized, I think it was one night, probably at a bar, that we said, we throw a paint job on this thing, and we formalize it, and we have a team, because we're doing everything short of just kind of saying we are a team. We were here at Sun and Fun last year, flew probably every day and every night after the airspace closed. So, like I said, we picked up a couple more aircraft. We threw a really nice paint job on it, and then we let the word get out there that we were looking for some high caliber pilots to bring the team together, and then we were extremely fortunate enough to get Stroker, Sean Gustafson, and John Slick Baum, 2 former U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. Pretty much the best you could ask for, and next thing you know, we got a great airshow team.
Yeah. So, but it takes a lot to put an airshow team together. It's not just the airplane, it's not just the pilots. There's a whole organization that the people may not realize everything that happens behind the scenes to make that go on.
Absolutely. I'll take that one, because there's a lot from the ground up. Just getting the ground crew, getting the jets ready all the time, from the manager all the way down to the ground crew. It's an amazing opportunity to see a jet team get formed from the ground up, and it's great to be a part of it, just to see the precision flying, and everybody's having a great time here at Sun and Fun.
So you're performing today and tomorrow here at the show, and then what's next? Where do you go from there?
Our next show will be at Wilmington, North Carolina, so we'll be out there in a couple weeks, so that'll be the next show that people can come out and see the jet team. So.
How many shows do you plan to do this year?
I believe there's going to be 18 shows and 2 shows in Canada, in Toronto and Quebec, so it should be a good time.
Do you have any unique maneuvers that you do, or what's special about the way you use the airplanes?
Absolutely. The best part of the show is the incredible precision of the Diamond. When we're flying together, we're flying a few feet apart from each other, going about 350 to 400 miles an hour, and really wowing the crowd. And then we have a Dale Snodgrass, phenomenal Navy pilot, even though he is Navy. And
you'll cut him some slack on that one.
Yeah, very true. But he really wows the crowd while we're repositioning, so it's constantly in front of the crowd, very close, up personal, and people really enjoy the show.
Yeah. Now, I know you have a T-33 that's not here at the show, but tell me about that. How did you come about T-33, and what are the plans for it?
The idea, I guess, with a solo aircraft is that you want the noise and you want the presence. And the L-39 is a beautiful aircraft from the Diamond, but it's just it's not a it's not that loud wow when you're getting down, 10 feet off the ground, and that's what Snort needs. Snort needs a plane that's gonna carry the same energy that he has through his through his routine. So the T-33 was picked for that. It's doing some maintenance now, so we did substitute with another L-39, but we have some long-term plans, and it may not be the T-33 later on this year.
Well, that's great. It's not very often, though, that somebody complains about an airplane being too quiet. So T-33 is certainly a loud one. How do you find support and maintenance for the L-39s?
Because there's so many of them, and there's probably, I'm guessing, of the 6,000 made, there's probably 250 flying in the U.S. in various hands. There are several main shops, so we have a relationship with what we consider to be one of the best operations for taking care of these birds. That's where all the annuals are done and such. But we have an awesome on-the-ground maintenance team that comes with us they're factory trained in Czechoslovakia. They know this plane inside and out, and I mean our availability rate has been near 100%. I mean, we're really doing well with this. I mean, we have a killer team.
And that's about the best part of the team is the safety factor. Just performing in front of all these people, that safety factor is definitely there from the ground up and in the air as well.
Right. All right, Heavy Metal Jet Team, thanks guys for coming by. We'll look for you out there on the air show circuit. Thanks for joining us on AOPA Live.